When activist and blogger Hossam Hamallawi appeared on a primetime Egyptian talk show, he was enjoying a newfound freedom of expression common in post-revolution Egypt.
We are demanding the abolition of military trials of civilians. Military trials are oppressive.
But a few days after his appearance on the talk show, Hamallawi and the show's host, Reem Magid, were, quote, invited to meet with the members of the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces. The so-called invitation was interpreted by many as a warning that while the military was allowing a new discussion in Egypt to take place, there were still red lines that cannot be crossed.
It seems to be a confusion within the army. Everyone keeps saying, in Arabic, the army is a red line. But when we speak about the Supreme Council of Armed Forces, we are not talking about the army. People are mixing things up. The Supreme Council of Armed Forces is now the ruling or governing body of this country. And we, as Egyptian citizens, have the right to criticize them.
And that criticism is increasing among Egyptian media, bloggers and activists who fault the military for its treatment of detainees and slow political reforms. The military, though, is firing back. It released this DVD of a pre-recorded interview with the members of the Supreme Council with scathing criticism of media in post-revolution Egypt.
The
media right now is not Egyptian media. I would say 90% of the media is not Egyptian. They broadcast news that harms Egypt. There is no problem with the media being critical, but they also have to suggest solutions.
The military also went so far as inviting more than 50 journalists, writers and intellectuals to an all-day forum in which it called on the media to put Egypt's national security interests above all. There are increasingly new individual liberties in post-revolutionary Egypt under the leadership of the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces, compared to that of the rule of President Hosni Mubarak. But when it comes to directly criticizing the new leadership of this country, many people believe there are still the same old lines still in place. Ayman, Mohyeldin, Al Jazeera, Cairo.